I tell our students here, great art is inspired by this sense of injustice, whether it's done onto you or injustice that you witness. And entrepreneurship, for me, it's the creation of opportunity for you and for others.
On one of my very first missions, it was 2006, I think, in Mexico, and the embassy said, well, there's this area called Campeche, and essentially we got there and there were no facilities, there was no place. They thought maybe this was a terrible idea that they had brought me here. And I noticed a group of kids basically playing on the street, and I asked them how they felt about music, and they said, well, we love music, but we don't have any instruments. So we started a choir with those kids, and as it turned out, a large percentage of the kids, about 85%, were orphaned kids. I had them perform a concert with me at the end of the 5 days that we worked together, and invited a number of politicians and philanthropists to come and see this. And they went, wow. 2.5 years after that, they won an award called the Coming Up Taller Award at the White House, and they actually went to the White House.
I think a lot of times people feel powerless. And so people maybe here or anywhere else might feel like, okay, this is a big thing. Like, what can I do? And the last week when we were in Venezuela, we pulled up to this house and they said, if you're going to volunteer this week at this music program at this house, you're going to have to leave before the sun goes down because this is a really dangerous neighborhood. And I thought, perfect, this is exactly where I want to be. And I walked out of the van and I met this woman. She moved out of her house with her 5 kids and with her mother so that the kids on that street could have orchestra at her house 7 days a week. Like, she didn't have music stands. They used the back of their cases. And for me, that was a huge moment because it showed me that there was kind of no excuse. And so I don't think we have to be powerless in the face of these big issues of our day.
I'd just like to add, I completely agree. And I think we have to be activists, in fact. And I think everyone here has spoken about approaching without using the word activism, but we have approached the issues we are addressing as activists, and that's what it takes. There's a component of educating people about whatever the need is that we are trying to address, and then doing the work and keeping it all going. It's activist work, and that's what activists do. Address very difficult issues, one step at a time.
I've worked with nonprofits for 8 years before starting Artlifting, and I thought a lot about what should we create Artlifting as, and I thought about the potential as a nonprofit and potential as a for-profit, but thought, okay, I've talked to individuals for so long who are homeless and disabled, and they've said to me over and over, I don't want another handout. I don't want someone to give me another sandwich. I simply want an opportunity. Well, the ultimate dignity is having a job and having someone pay you for your talent. But for us, I thought, why not just create a normal gallery? And, normal galleries have 50-50 splits. And that's treating our artists with the dignity that they deserve and treating them as professionals. So we started as a benefit corporation, and it's really worked well.
This is an inflection point where we can, listening to everyone speak this afternoon, nobody is talking about status quo here. Everyone is talking about social responsibility, social change, poverty, the place of the arts, how we can advocate for the arts far more effectively. It's there for us to do the most wonderful good for the widest society.